Wild Adventures with Michael. How's everybody doing? I hope pretty good. It's been a long time. So let me give you guys a quick, reason. I've been working a lot. Non-stop overtime. I think it's like a 10-second delay or something. Yeah, that's Wild Adventure of Michael, just cutting straight to it. Okay, anyways, guys. So, just like the title says, what the heck's this guy's name again? James Chadwell, right?
It is.
Yeah, Chadwell. James Chadwell or Brian Chadwell.
Brian Chadwell.
So,
Outlaw.
Oh, from Australia. Hello. That's cool. I like that. I don't know if you guys can actually hear me.
Oi.
I hope you can, but if you can't, I'm sorry.
I'm trying to find that page, dude.
Of his, yeah.
Attempted murder.
So, Chadwell. Let's hit right into it. I'm late. I'm always late. I'm fashionably late. I'm going to be late to my own funeral. So, a lot of people, and when I say a lot of people are like, yeah, dude, Chadwell's the guy. He's the guy. Does Wild Adventures Michael think he's the guy? I might make some of you mad. No, I do not think one bit. And this, out of my friends, which I call my crew, but I'm going to call my friends, including my wife, there is one person that occasionally I will watch on YouTube. When they first started, I was like, man, I'm not a fan of this guy. I'm really not. I was like, yeah, I'm not a fan of this guy, but who am I to judge, right? His name is Michael Cat. And I haven't been on his channel in a while. And a couple days ago, I was like, you know what? Anthony Greeno's been posting like crazy, but I haven't really checked out Michael Cat in a while. So I go, and I'm watching some of the old videos that he posted. And then one of the things was, and I heard about this Brian Chadwell from
Lafayette, Kokomo.
A neighbor who lives in my kind of like little mini town. And she sent it to my wife and said, hey, you hear about, Chadwell? Everybody thinks that, this guy might be it. He might be the real thing. And then I heard about it. Anyways, back to Michael Cat. So he made this video about his opinion on him. For the first time ever, I can say I actually agree with the guy. Honestly, I really can. He thinks that Chadwell does not look like the sketch.
The guy looks fatter.
Tattoos, I mean, it's debatable. I mean, the guy was wearing a coat in February, so you're not really going to see his tattoos, at least on his chest area. But I'm going to kind of list a couple reasons why I don't think it's him. For starters, there was some witnesses that are pretty sure they saw the killer. From one of the first things I realized just from doing research on Chad himself, and one thing that sticks out to me, I don't know how everybody else is, but when you walk past somebody, usually you're looking at their face, their head area. And one of the first things that I noticed right off the bat, just like when people look at me, the first thing they're going to notice, at least on me, is he has gauges. He has holes in his ears. And
Sketch doesn't have it.
Chadwell has some big ass gauges. I mean, big holes in his ears. And if witnesses would have seen him, I think that would be one of the main things that, yeah, they say somebody's not going to remember everything. If you put two people, in an interview, they're going to say this about the guy, they're going to say that, man, but they're going to notice those holes in his ears, whether he has gauges in him or not. I mean, how can you not notice that? So that's one of my reasons why I don't think it's him. Another reason is I don't think Chadwell, he's built. Well, he used to be built. I don't know, how much a difference in a couple years from when he was younger to now. But I just don't think he's quite as big as BG, in my opinion. This is just my opinion. And so I kept doing research. And another thing is, I went all the way back from what he's posted. I think it was February 7th. He posted on February 7th. He shared something, actually. He shared something. I can't remember what the heck it was. Some corny thing. And I noticed...
You said when?
On the time, February 7th. That's way back. I mean, you got to scroll.
Mother of God.
He lived in Kokomo at the time, not Lafayette. He was in Kokomo, Indiana. But he also posted the 14th. And we all know the 14th is when the bodies were discovered of Abby and Libby. But he didn't like comment. He shared another thing. It was something about mud or something corny. But from Lafayette to Kokomo, so at least in 2017 in February, I think March, I think even April and June, he was currently in Kokomo. Whether he had a job or looking for it, a lot of his crap was taken off of Facebook only because it was inappropriate. And another thing is, from sketches from, what was it? They said he's 42. Mm-hmm. So 4 years ago, what about 38, 39? Because I don't know his exact birthday. He looked, from a picture he posted, man, I can't remember the date. It wasn't too long before they went missing. And then when they were found, the photo that he posted of himself was short hair and kind of almost like a mohawk style, but it wasn't a mohawk. There's another word for it. That's the kind of hairstyle that he posted. He was a lot thinner. And he does not look like what he does now. Completely different. And I think another thing is people are looking at his photo, his mugshot now, and saying, that guy looks like the first sketch, or technically the second sketch, if you want to get technical. And people are like, man, that's him. But just going on his profile on Facebook, I'm not saying that could have been a picture from when he was younger. I'm not too sure. But the photo that he made as his cover photo was completely different than what he looked now. I mean, now he looks like kind of like an Italian style haircut in a way, but he looked kind of fat, but I could be wrong. But just from seeing the pictures in that, I'm like, man, I just don't think this is the guy. I really don't. I mean, the gauges, the tattoos, which I believe he has a tattoo. I think it's on his right hand or the wrist area. I mean, yeah, the BG had it in his pockets, but I'm not sold. And what really drives me crazy is I'm seeing all these like, what is that? News Now.
This content.
What the heck is that freaking news thing? You know what I'm talking about? From YouTube, man. Insider. I think it's like Insider, whatever. And now everybody's like, there could be a potential break in the case. It could be. It could be. Me personally, I don't think so. And I really feel like with all these people, you know, inside News Edition, like, oh, there could be a break in the case. I also think that what it's doing is people are now like, they're really getting, okay, I think they got this guy. And what if it's not the guy? You're giving all these people hope. And I'm not saying people shouldn't have hope. I'm just saying I really think that he's not it. He's a freaking sicko. I can tell you that. Another thing is he attempted to kill this 9-year-old, but he didn't. Why would he? If he kept a 9-year-old alive, why wouldn't he keep Abby and Libby alive? And there's there's several people come back. Well, here's why. One of my reasons is, well, there's 2 of them. So that's going to be a lot harder. But apparently he lived in Kokomo at the time, not Lafayette. So Inside Edition is like, well, he lives in Lafayette, but if you start doing research on this guy, technically he's in Kokomo when these girls, or he lives in Kokomo when this happened to the girls. By the way, I did not find anything whatsoever of him posting about they were missing or anything like that. I kept looking and looking. I was like, man, this guy has nothing of this. He also had motorcycles, pit bulls. Everybody should know he's huge with pit bulls.
A biker.
But he was in Kokomo, not Lafayette.
Isn't that his hometown?
No, he's from Tennessee.
What?
I believe he's from Tennessee.
Why is he in here then?
That I couldn't find. I couldn't find out reasons why he was here. What led him here? Like I said, I was just doing research, and this is some of the stuff I found, and it's my opinion. Do I think this guy's it? I'm not sold. I am not sold. I agree with Michael Catt. I can't believe I'm saying that. No offense to you, Michael Catt. It's just I
guess she has something.
I just feel like he's not it. And I think there's hope that people are getting that. I would hate for them to be, man, this is a guy, and then find out it's not the guy. Another thing is Michael Catt said DNA. If they have DNA, this guy got felony charges spraying out his asshole. Pardon my language, but he does. I mean, this guy is sloppy, obviously. He kept a 9-year-old alive. Why would he keep or kill Abby and Libby? I do know that his stepbrother, either it's his stepbrother, half brother,
whoever.
Anyways, apparently his brother's saying that when he was 4 years old, that Chadwell tried to drown him. And his stepdad's also saying he's crazy, he needs to be locked up, and that, you know, this guy could murder 2 people. I think he could. I'm not saying he's not. I mean, obviously, he's luring a 9-year-old with a dog into his basement, chaining her up, beating her, and that was what, recently, right? When did this exactly happen?
What this? It was
when they actually arrested him.
3 days ago.
3 days ago, yeah, around this time. He was posting on Facebook like it was no big deal. So, I mean, killers can disguise themselves. I was actually just watching a.
His last post was on April 19th. That's the last post.
Yeah, April 19th. I mean, but he was posting his normal weird, freaky shit that he was posting as this girl who, at the time, I believe, is still locked up in his basement, and he's just on he's on Facebook. I mean, so clearly he can, man, what did they say? I guess disguise himself as 2 people. Yeah. Now, did you have something?
I don't agree with the hat thing because I was like when the one who started like weird shape it up.
What are they talking about?
He was wearing
Give me a second.
Slide flaps to hide the ears, like gauges. I disagree with that. My personal opinion.
She's talking about the first sketch. Okay, hey, you know what? Somebody made a comment.
And I just
hang on, guys. I'm actually not at my house. Here it is. I'm in the middle of a lake.
What a coincidental thing.
Because I like doing these podcasts and crazy
I'm gonna throw you in the
places.
lake. See how many people react.
So somebody a while back ago made a or recently, I don't know why I said a while back ago. Are they going off the sketch or the actual picture of this guy in a video?
I don't know. That's weird.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't see the.
What is it? Elizabeth Bailey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Holy shit.
So, yeah.
You got it, bro.
You were talking about, like you said, the hat was hiding his ears. If you're going over the sketch, if you are going over the sketch, I'm not saying, but if you are, I don't know if you can see that too well. But his bottom ears, when it comes to a gauge, according to the sketch, if that's the hat he was wearing in the first place, you would be able to see. Now in the sketch, it just looks like that's a weird freaking ear, but I can't draw with crap, so I can't say. But if it went from the sketch, you could definitely tell if a gentleman has gauges. Check this out. And that's what it's going to look like. And if he had, what's going to happen is it's kind of going to look like his gauges are super big. So the bigger they are, the more they're going to look. Yeah, they're going to hang down. But I do like your opinion. You guys are saying, like, I think it's him.
She said, I wished you had more facts.
Oh, man.
Same
I'm
for you,
just giving my opinion. I mean, I want facts of why you think it's him. I want facts why you think it's him. I want you to look it up. Tell me, you don't believe me, just go to his profile. He didn't live in Lafayette. Well, that's 23-minute drive from. Yeah, now 4 years ago he was in Kokomo. Lived in Kokomo. Look it up. So, see, I got somebody says Chadwell was in Peru.
How?
I mean,
when?
I'm not too sure. That's just my opinion on this guy. But from just experiencing somebody who also has gauges, except mine aren't going to be as big as this guy. He has tattoos on him. I mean, I agree with my 100%. I do not see him being BG at all. He's a nasty guy. Oh, look at these back and forth.
What?
But that's just my opinion on this Chadwell guy. Oh, I thought you were talking to me. What?
It's too hot in there.
Why do? Oh, is it? So people, why do I have gauges? It's just something I've always had gauges. Same with tattoos. I'm kind of bouncing. But another thing is they've also looked into Chad well before. I mean, just like Michael Catt said, why now? Why is he being brought up now? Oh, because what? The 9-year-old was kidnapped? I mean, they've talked about him before. He's been a person of interest. But, I mean, he has felonies. So they got DNA. They got fingerprints. So if Delphi does have DNA, they would have slammed him a long time ago. Definitely. Now, could he be the killer? Stepdad in Peru. And I read something about his stepdad and him were, what do you call him, evil psychopath? Clearly, look at all the stuff, and like I said, and that's just what he posted. You know, I had people say he was in Peru, and
We're almost done.
that's weird. The staging clues, yeah, I could see that. Somebody says BG has older voice, and I agree. I can see BG his voice. He does sound like an older man to me. And Chadwell, what, 42 though? There is one thing that I was like, man, he's actually 42. I was like, okay, so he's in that range where they think he's done it. And I'm not a detective, but I'm not sold. I'm not sold yet. Maybe you guys can change my mind. I'm. If you guys can change my mind, I'm okay with either way. I'm just right now. I'm just not sold.
Someone said voices can be manipulated easily. That's true. I agree.
Yeah, I like that. It could be somebody like him, if not him, and he might know who it is. I mean, I like that. Well, yeah. Not necessary. Okay, I like that. See, I like this. I keep typing. I like this. I like this a lot.
Like Michael's.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. I thought about this a long time ago, but I haven't been able to do the streams because I've been working.
I like that.
Another thing, yo, you do like that? Here's the problem though. I don't know how to remove it. I found it. I got it. Another thing is like, and this is when it first started. They were asking people, "Hey, can you do guys down the hill?" Man, I piss a lot of people off every day. Trust me. It's just part of the job.
I mean, you got 37 people.
Back to what I was saying. A lot of people were like, "Hey, can you say guys down the hill?" I would really like is if people are still wanting to do that to somebody, well, do it on Snapchat audio. Do it on Snapchat audio because it was recorded on Snapchat. You would be surprised. A while back ago, and I can't remember his name, I attempted to call him. He's some crackhead who was blaming his dad and his son. What? I have no idea. I mean, I probably know who he is, but I'd have to watch a video. Back to the crackhead guy, and he made an audio. He goes, "Well, my dad sounds just like this," and he says, "Guys down the hill," something like that. But he more had like a southern voice.
Anthony, you're tripping, dude.
And I actually took this Snapchat audio. I said, you know what? I said, I don't want to record this guy on the Snapchat audio. No, I used it from what he posted on Facebook to Snapchat. So there is going to be a difference. But actually using the Snapchat audio, it actually did make a difference. It made a difference of his voice. What in the world is going on? There is some crazy shit going on right now out here.
There's a dog barking over there. I'm unarmed.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop this on the screen because I like this. Loves camping. That was definitely one of the things on his Facebook. Always campfire. And he did actually have a post about him sleeping under a bridge. That part, when I first read that, I was like, shh. I in my head, I was like, shit. This guy does like sleeping under bridges. But he also said it was like 5 minutes from his work. But that still doesn't matter. He does like the outdoors, woods, and he doesn't mind sleeping under bridges. So I do like that. Yeah, they will be from the just woods. His tattoo, I never really got to get a good look at the tattoo that people were talking about. But that's because I kept doing research. But I wanted to. I freaking did. I was like, man, because I read a comment about somebody saying, man, that tattoo looks like I think it was Libby, I believe. And I never got to actually really see it, or I don't think I did. There was kind of like a face, but it was on a picture and I couldn't really see it. Coronavirus is a hoax. Yeah, that sounds like Michael Cat. He says he doesn't watch other YouTubers, but if he does end up watching this one, he's something. When I first heard of Michael Cat in Greeno, I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this Michael Cat guy. And then there was things that like he was going on about, and then he was like saying the guy in Ohio was the killer, and I was kind of like, oh, okay, but I'm kind of losing interest. But yeah, some of the things he says, man, he reminds me of like
Didn't people blame that?
like I believe in some like compared to other people, some things I believe in, people are like, man, you crazy, but this guy's like next level shit. Like he would invade Area 51 if he could. Sorry guys, I know I'm kind of going off topic here. I'm just kind of reading your guys' comments. I think it's really cool. Saintness, oh yeah, definitely. I got my first vaccination shot. Good. I don't have mine yet, but like I said, guys, I've been working. Where I work freaking all day, almost every day. This is, I think, the first weekend I've gotten in like 2 months. So I've been like, man, I really want to post on freaking YouTube, but working on those days and you get home, man, you just want to fall asleep. I can't even watch a movie without getting first 10 minutes and then I'm out. But back to James Chadwell here. He's fucked up. And if one thing I have learned is Lafayette, Delphi, you got a lot of fucked up people. I'm not saying everybody in Delphi's, fucked up, but there's a lot of drug addicts in freaking Delphi and the Lafayette area. And I'm like, man, everybody here is crazy.
Dude, that noise is amplified.
The bad people. Yeah, his brother said it was a new tattoo. What's really crazy about me is this guy's always looking for jobs, but he somehow has the money. Backwoods. Oh, the vaccination. Oh, okay. They're talking about vaccination stuff here. Hey, go at it, guys. I'm all for it. Might not even work. I can't tell. You guys talking about the shot? So that's my opinion on Chadwell guy. I hope somehow he's convicted, because I really want to know how he did it. As in, did he know the Delphi area? I mean, he had to know the Delphi area, Kokomo, Peru, Lafayette. I mean, it's like, hello, man, Delphi is right in between there. They're freaking out. They think they're gonna die. I'm not playing. They're freaking out right now. They're tripping. Every time they're with me, they're tripping over something. When I took them to freaking Delphi at midnight, they're like, you're crazy. They're like, what are you doing? I said, what? I'm doing a live podcast. I said, I think people will enjoy it. But back to me. That's what my opinion on Chadwell. And I really hope that Delphi authorities, and I really hope they give us some information on this guy. I hope they don't keep making us wait. I know it's like, well, we're not going to answer any questions at this time, but hopefully real soon we can find out something real quick. A quick little update too for you guys. I love 4th of July. 4th of July is my big holiday. I'm going way off topic here. So usually the next few months, I'm actually going to be talking about like fireworks. I'll do firework videos because I'm a just huge pyro guy. But I wanted to update you guys on Delphi. I have a huge trip planned for Delphi. I mean, this is huge. And this is like my very first Delphi video when it says, what is it? It says found a weapon. I can't remember what it was. That was the hammer that we found, which almost all of you guys know that. But that hammer was left by construction workers. I've already tried to discuss that to people. Well, authorities, said, I'm not saying it wasn't the murder weapon, but the chances of it being a murder weapon are very, very slim. Authorities were like, yeah, man, come on.
Wanted me to tell you that.
But back to what I was saying. I have a really, really big planned trip to where we're actually hardcore going to be looking for any somehow evidence. Like I said, it's been 4 years, but we are going to dig. We're going in water. We're looking. We're just gonna have almost everything, and I am hoping to some God miracle that any little thing. Put it this way: any little thing that we find that I could be like, that could have been used. It's being backed up. They're being called. Every little thing. It's going to be me. It's going to be Tristan. There's probably going to be other people, but every little thing that I could be like, that could have been part of it. They could have missed it. We're bagging it. We're calling them. And somebody asked me when. I don't know the exact day, but I will let you guys know. But I need to have warmer weather. I need to have, what is it? Maybe in June. I am hoping. I just need nice weather that's going to keep continuing. And it might not be, I've already thought it over my head. I do not think it's going to be one day. It's probably going to have to be 2 days because it's a flowing Deer Creek. It flows. So whatever goes. And like I said, it's been 4 years. We're 4 years too late. So we're already behind. Yep, that's right. We're checking the logs. We're checking even farther down where their bodies, the general area where they were found. I mean, one of the things that I've always been like, okay, people think, BG, they consider him a serial killer. He did this quick. He got out. But usually you always leave something behind. Something. And that could be something small. But throwing stuff in Deer Creek to get rid of it real quick is very easy. He could do. I gotta go. Or, however his, stupid little thought process was. But we are going to do it. I believe it's going to be in June. Maybe before. I will let you guys know. I will let everybody know I'll do something like this. But I will make another podcast videos. I'm not going to, go quiet all the way until June. But I can already tell you I got my suit. There's a few more things I'm waiting on, but most of my stuff has already arrived. I just need Indiana to be, nice and decide to keep warm instead of, okay, it's warm and then it's cold, it's warm and then cold. But other than that, guys, that is tonight's podcast. But that is our plan. And it's not here yet, but I am hoping in some freaking way possible. I don't care if it's a belt. I don't care if it's a belt buckle. I don't care if it's a little pocket knife. When I say something that is you're like, man, that ain't part of it. I don't give a shit. I don't care if I piss off law enforcement. Every little thing that I can say that could have been used in it, I'm bagging it, and they're being called. And we've already talked about it. We've already planned it, and I cannot wait. And I can't wait for you guys to hopefully hear something that there is something possible that we could find. So as detectives keep doing they're following their leads, they're checking out Chadwell. I'm trying my best at a very long shot, a miracle shot, but at least people can be like, man, at least this guy's trying, man. This guy's willing to freaking jump in a wetsuit, freaking start diving underwater, finding shit. Because they walked through that water, but I have not seen or heard anything about them actually searching that water. I'm going to try my freaking best. If I have to start searching Ron's property with a freaking metal detector, I will do that. Whether he allows me or not. Because guess what? I am Wild Adventures with Michael. And if I want to do something, I'm going to do it. Just like I did with that Burger King video. I can't tell you how I did that. But still, it was freaking cool. And I got you guys inside. But I am going to try my very, 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 very hardest. And that's a promise. Other than that, this is Wild Adventures with Michael. We're going to jump back in the Explorer here because the crew here, I don't know if you guys can see them here. They're tripping, man. We hear coyotes. We're out in the DNR little spot checking everything out. It's actually pretty cool out here. It's cold, but since I've been talking to you guys, it kind of gets me. Every time I talk about Delphi, it gets my blood pumping. Makes me want to go there right now, but I can't. But before I head out of here, I'm going to walk on the freaking pier here. It's sinking. Good Lord, that actually sounds like a dog. There you go. Now you guys can say, hey, Wild Adventures of Michael took us to the lake. That was just a joke. Anyways, guys, thank you all for tuning in. If you would like to, you can like and subscribe. I don't force anybody to do anything, but I do appreciate it if you guys do. And your comments. I love reading your guys' comments because sometimes you guys give me information where I'm like, shit, I didn't know that. That's awesome. So other than that, you guys have a good night, good weekend. And if any of you get any more details, leave a comment. Leave a comment, man, so I can see it. And I can't wait to see you guys to the next one. I'm out. Peace.